Hello and welcome to Service Scholars Learning Management System. Today I'm going to be sharing with you combined science topic and topic 1, which is biology. Remember, we also share with you some of the information or under physics and chemistry. Today our focus is on biology. So under biology, I'm going to introduce you to the topics that we'll be sharing. And under biology, we are going to focus on the structure and function of a cell. Here, under this topic, you'll be learning about the specialized cells such as the red blood cells, also looking at the muscle cells, also looking at the palisade cells and even the routier cells. And we'll be focusing mainly on the structures and the functions. So by the end of this topic, you should be able to draw and label these cells and be able to differentiate the two and understanding their structures and their functions. That is the red blood cell, the palisade cell, the routier cells. Then we move to the next topic, which will be on nutrition. That we are going to be focusing mainly on photosynthesis. Here we will explore factors affecting photosynthesis like light, water, carbon dioxide, and chlorophyll through descriptions and experiments. So you'll be able to should be able to test for starch and also oxygen, examine the leaf structures using microscopes, and also understand the roles of carbohydrates and oxygen in plant processes, resources including the leaves, conduit, the light, the sources, etc. Then we focus on the next topic, which is nutrition. Under this, you study the human alimentary canal, its parts and the functions, the type of teeth involved in mechanical digestion. Then we are also going to look into the mechanical and chemical digestion, where we look at the enzymes function and the food breakdown. And the practicals within this topic include using models of digestion simulations, enzyme experiments, and also food tests for glucose, proteins, and even the fats. Then the next topic, we also focus on the respiratory systems. Under this topic, we are looking at gaseous exchange in alveoli. So within this, we are going to explore the comparison in inhaled air and exhaled air, and we should be able to explain again the oxygen and carbon dioxide diffusion within the alveoli. So this we are examining basically the alveoli, what happens within the alveoli when deoxygenated blood flows in or flows out, oxygenated blood flows in, what will be happening within the alveoli, what causes the gaseous exchange within the alveoli and its adaptation again to be suited for gaseous exchange. Then we move to transpiration. Under transpiration, we are talking about the intake or uptake of water and minerals. And then we also look at the cooling effect of transpiration, then identifying the factors that affect transpiration, which include wind, speed, temperature, humidity, surface area, light intensity, and even the stomatas. And we also get to use an experiment to describe an experiment using the potometer, where you measure transpiration rate through an experiment by conducting an experiment. Then we move on to plasmolysis. In this, we are focusing on what is plasmolysis and what is turgidity. What happens when a cell is plasmolysed? What happens when a cell is turgid? And we should be able to describe the water loss and gain in plant cells. What causes the water to be lost within the plant, and what causes water to be gained. So this is where the effects of water in different types of solution, like the hypertonic solutions, the hypotonic solutions, what causes a plant to lose or gain water. Then we look into the blood circulation. Under this, we are going to study the double circulatory system, so that you'll be able to understand the blood flow through the heart, lungs, and the body, and the transport of oxygen and nutrients. This will then help you to be able to understand the double circulatory system. Then we move to the reproductive systems in plants. Within this topic, we will be focusing mainly on exploring the structures of the wind and insect pollinated flowers. So you will be able to examine, to compare, and to draw these flowers so that you identify the key adaptation for each pollination method. Then we move to the reproductive systems in humans, where we will be focusing and exploring female reproductive system, their structures, functions, and sex cells. They will draw reproductive organs, and you also get to understand the sex cells, be able to trace the sperm's path to the ovum and define fertilization. The menstrual cycle includes hormones, the ovulation. This would also be covered using different understanding so that you get to understand the menstrual cycle of this is mainly for the female organs. And then the last topic will be the health and diseases. So we will be focusing on sexually transmitted diseases, the communicable diseases, identifying causes, signs, symptoms, and the treatments of STIs. And then we're looking at malaria, typhoid, Ebola, and cholera. So here we'll explore disease prevention, the effects of smoking, alcohol, mandrax, cannabis, and solvents. So you'll be able to have an overview of their effects and be able to understand how these diseases are transmitted and their dangers. Thank you so much for going through this introductory course. I'm sure you are really excited to start learning. Continue. Thank you so much. Service Scholars is there to empower students and to rebuild dreams. Thank you.